Hello and welcome to the channel for the naturally curious. Today, we read diving into some of the most bizarre and unbelievable facts from history that are going to make you say, "Wait, really?" Let's start with a food we all know and love, the tomato. Can you believe that when tomatoes first arrived in Europe, people were terrified to eat them? It's true. Back in the early 1500s, the Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés brought tomato seeds from Mesoamerica. But here's the twist. He brought them as ornamental plants. People thought they were pretty to look at in gardens, but definitely not for eating. Fast forward to the 1700s, and European aristocrats started getting a little braver, adding tomatoes to their meals. But then, a mysterious and deadly trend began. People would eat a delicious tomato-based dish and suddenly fall ill, and some even died. Naturally, they blamed the innocent tomato, calling it a poison apple. For decades, the fruit had a killer reputation, but the tomato was framed. The real culprit was something much more sinister, their dinnerware. Wealthy Europeans at the time used fancy pewter plates, which had a very high lead content. Tomatoes are naturally acidic, and when they were placed on these plates, the acid would leach the lead out of the pewter and into the food. The aristocrats weren't dying from the tomatoes. They were dying from lead poisoning. It took a long time to solve that mystery, but thankfully we did, and now we can all enjoy pizza and pasta sauce without fear. Speaking of strange beliefs, let's travel back to ancient Egypt. If you had a toothache, what would you do? Take a painkiller? See a dentist? Well, the ancient Egyptians had a slightly different approach. They would take a dead mouse and put it in their mouth to soothe the pain. I am not making this up. They believed this would cure the toothache. And the mouse's medicinal uses didn't stop there. Centuries later, in Elizabethan England, mice were used to treat warts. The method? They would cut a mouse in half and apply it to the wart. I think I'll stick with modern medicine. Thank you very much. Now, for our final mind-blowing fact, let's talk about the history of pregnancy tests. You might think they're a modern invention, but the concept goes way back all the way to 1350 BCE in ancient Egyptian. Papyrus document describes a fascinating method. A woman who suspected she might be pregnant would urinate on a pile of wheat seeds and a separate pile of barley seeds over several days. Here's how they interpreted the results. If the wheat seeds sprouted, it was believed she was pregnant with a girl. If the barley seeds sprouted, it meant a baby boy was on the way. And if nothing grew at all, she wasn't pregnant. It sounds completely made up, right? Just another ancient superstition? Well, hold on. In 1963, a group of scientists decided to put this ancient theory to the test. They recreated the experiment and were stunned by the results. The ancient Egyptian peon seeds test was found to be accurate about 70% of the time in determining pregnancy. Scientists believe that the hormones in a pregnant woman's urine could have actually stimulated seed growth. The gender prediction part wasn't accurate, but the pregnancy detection itself had some real scientific basis. How incredible is that? From poisonous tomatoes to medicinal mice and ancient pregnancy tests, history is so much stranger and more fascinating than we often imagine. What was the most shocking fact for you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed these outrageous tidbits, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories. See you next time.